We want back ends. Back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe my sins. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. They can't win. No new friends. No new friends. Football fans. Football. They sleep again. They sleep. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah. Wake up. Wake up. The cake up. Raise up. Or make us do something. We don't want to. Bite down on you. Right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And nice work on the return as he'll... Start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go to 50. 319. 319.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
319. Hey, check 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Reset. Hey, easy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And that one results in 35 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Now Taylor. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Justin Houston coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So he might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, Taylor. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. J.M. Brown coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do.
And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. 58.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Zoom.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. To throw on 3rd down. Taylor. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flush to his right. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He's got it at the 15. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that'll put him right on the doorstep of a 200-yard game. He's at 199 as he picks up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Well, I'll go over here.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
He's going to let it go again. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Here's Carson, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They run it with Carson, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now it's Carson, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And Rudolph has it left side. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Carson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Slow.
Now Taylor on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DJ Moore, 81 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona.